Hey, it's your professor again, and in this video, we are going to be exploring the basic features of Google Docs. By basic, I mean features that will get you by for any assignment that you do in the future. And we're also going to be going over some of the information that you need for your project at the end of the week. Now, as you can see in our previous video, we have already went over how to get to the templates. And like I said, at the end of the week, you are required to create a newsletter. So that is what you see on my screen now is the newsletter template, which is what you are suggested to use for your project at the end of the week. I am going to first start off with a header, okay, because most professors, most courses require you to have a header for any assignment that you do, whether that's an essay, news article, or whatever the case may be, you need a header. So to access the header, only thing you have to do is double click the page at the top. And what you will need in your header is first your name, okay, hit enter, and then you will also need the type of assignment that you are doing. So we are doing the Google Docs project. And then next you will need your professor's name and then that date. Okay. Now you want to make sure that this box right here is checked, because if you are doing an essay with multiple pages, you don't want to have this same header for every single page, okay? That looks very tacky. A lot of professors do not want that. So you want to make sure that this is clicked before you even start typing in your header. Some professors also require a page number as well. So what you will need to do is you will have to hit format, go down to page numbers, and we want our page number to be in the header. All professors require your page number to be in the header. We want it to be on the first page as well, so we make sure that is checked, and we want to start at number 1, hit apply, and it pops up there. Now to get it to the other side of the page, because we want our page number on a different side than our information, you just click tab on your keyboard until it's to the other side, okay? Simple as that, okay? And there you go. So that is how your header look. Now, as you can see, it looks very wordy at the top. Now, you can resize that your font. You can even change the spacing in between your words as well. That is what I'm going to do now, and I will explain how to get to this later so that it doesn't look tacky. Now, it just depends on the requirements of your professor, what they want, okay? But like I said, for every assignment, you will need to have some sort of header in your assignment. I am also going to take off this page number. I just wanted to show you how to include the page number. You don't necessarily need it for this assignment because, like I say, you're not creating an essay. What we're going to get into next is typing in the information for your newsletter. You want to start off with a catchy business name, okay? You may have to research some newspaper companies. I just came up with a newspaper company off the top of my head, and it's called America Today. You want to be creative. Don't use something that someone else has, okay? So you're going to type your company name at the top. Then in the next row, you're going to type the title of the newsletter. Of course, the title is the best vacation spot of 2024 because that is what we are writing about. That is the requirement for your project, okay? And then next, you're going to write the date, okay? And then if you scroll down, you are also going to write your header. Your header is going to be the specific location that you are using for this news article. So I am going to be talking about in my news article, Nassau, Bahamas. So that is what my header is going to be about so that my readers know what that next information is going to be about, okay? Like I said, your requirement for your news article is that you have a specific location. It could be a city or a state in a country, okay? It has to be very specific, okay? And then in the next section you're going to type your information. Okay, so I've already started it off for you. Did you know that Nassau, Bahamas is rated as the best vacation spot of 2024? You need to include what that location has, and you also need to include why it is the best. Okay, now let's talk about these text features for a second. Okay, for one, let's talk about the word count, because your assignment requires you to have a specific word count. You have to have at least 250 words. By 250 words, I mean this information right here. So what you need to do to figure out what the count is or how many words you have, you need to highlight that section, go to go to tools and click word count. And as you can see, it tells you the word count here. You need to make sure that this first number says 250 or more so that you have the requirement. Okay. Next, let's talk about the other text features that we have. Now, this highlighted bar at the very top includes a lot of text features that you need throughout your document. Okay. For one, if you make a mistake and you want to undo something, this is the undo arrow. If you want to redo something, this is the redo arrow. If you want to print, that is the print button. Okay. If you want to zoom in, this is the zoom in button. For some reason you can't read your writing, you can zoom in as well. This is the spelling and grammar check. I am not going to go so much over this button because sometimes if you spell a word incorrectly or you are using improper grammar, it will highlight that word for you, and you can right click it and it tells you what it should be. Okay. This next button lets you change what type of text you want to use. So let's say you want to create a title next. Okay. Click title, type the title. Okay. Or if you want to create a heading next, you click heading and you type the heading. This next button allows you to change the font style. So if you want to change the font style, let's say I want to change the font style of Nassau, Bahamas, I highlight the text first and then I change whatever style I want to use. Okay, whatever style I want to use. This next button is the font size. If you want to make text bigger, you hit the plus, text smaller, the minus sign. Okay, very simple. The next button is bold. So if you want to make the words bolded, click bold, italicized, underline, you click those buttons. Now, if you don't like the text color, you can highlight the text, change the color to whatever color you want it to be. This next button is the highlighting tool. You click the highlighting tool so that if you want to highlight a text. This next button is for a hyperlink. Let's say for some reason you want to direct your readers to a new page or to a video on a different page. You just use that hyperlink button. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's say if we wanted to insert a video of Nassau, Bahamas. We can say this video shows what you can do in Bahamas. Okay. Let's say I want to hyperlink video. Click hyperlink button. Underline video. Click the hyperlink button and paste the link there and hit apply, and it will make the text blue and have an underline underneath. That just allows your readers to know, hey, I can click on this and it will direct me to a different page. Okay, very simple. And then that is most of the basic text features. Now, if you click this more button, which is the 3 dots stacked on top of each other, it lets you look at how you want to line the text. Like I say, you have to highlight it first and then click those buttons. This deals with spacing. This button right here deals with checklists. If you want to add a checklist, if you want to have a bullet list or a number list, you can click those buttons. And these 2 buttons right here deal with indentation. Okay, so those are the basic text features. Now, your project does require that you have at least one picture in the news article. Now, Of course, you're not going to use this picture right here for your news article. You delete it, and wherever your cursor is, that is where it's going to insert the picture at. So make sure wherever you want your picture to be, that is where your cursor is as well. So you make sure your cursor is where you want it to be. Hit insert, hit highlight image, and you can upload it from the computer or you can search it from the web. Okay, I'm going to basically search it from the web because it's quicker, and I'm going to insert that picture. Now you can change the size of this picture. If it's too big and you want all of your information on one text on one page, you can just resize that image so that you can have it all your text on one page. I am going to also show you how to insert a chart or a table. So you hit insert. Now your charts you can use Google Sheets, and I will show you how to do that later to insert some information or some charts from Google Sheets. You can also use the table feature to insert the table. Now let's say you want to insert a table that shows the different hotels in Nassau, Bahamas, and the prices. Okay, so I need 2 columns for that. The first column will be hotels. Second column will be prices. And there you go. You will research that information and type it in. And let's say for some reason you run out of space with your table and you want to add more rows or more columns, you right click it and you can insert row above, below, column left or right. Okay, plain and simple. I am going to also show you how to share or email or download this document. You'll just hit file, share with others if you want to share it or collaborate with someone else. Now, this person that you want to collaborate with has a Gmail account. You can type in their Gmail, or you can copy the link, but you want to make sure that this is anyone with the link can access it, to copy the link and send it to someone. Whenever you type that person in, you can give them the right to edit that information. Okay, so that's how you share the document. You can also email this file to someone. You just type in their email. If you want to have a message, you type the message. You can even change the file type. Okay. And then to download it, which you are required to do so just to upload it into Canvas, you just highlight download, and we want to download it as a PDF because you are required to download it as a PDF. It downloads it for you, and then you will have to go back into Canvas, click on the assignments tab, and upload that document there. Okay, plain and simple. Now you don't want to have this other information up there, so you will highlight this other information and just delete it. Okay, so that you can take all that information off and you just have the requirements needed. Okay, so be as creative as you want. Like I said, this template is already made for you.